What's going on, guys? Bankroll Games here, more Armour Core 6, and last episode when we left off we've actually made it to the end of chapter 4, and we also got to see a new mission that is new to us for this playthrough to set us in the right direction to get the next ending that we're getting. That was very, very tough. It was much tougher than the mission that we chose before when we hit the same point in the story, and yeah, now we're heading into a new area to finish chapter 4, which is really cool, and this mission ends with a wicked boss fight as well. But in terms of our build, I made a quick build in between episodes. I used the Raven schematic as a base, and then changed the arm weapon to the Karasawa and the blade to the Moonlight Blade, because I always like making a build with both the Moonlight Blade and the Karasawa in Armored Core games, just because they're both really, really iconic weapons to FromSoftware in the Armored Core series. And yeah, it did mean that we had to change our legs out just because we were overburdened, and we also had to change our generator because we had a energy shortfall. But other than that, you can see we're right at our load limit. We've got a little bit of leeway room with our current energy load, but yeah, it's not by any, yeah, I'll put it together in like a minute, so by any means it's not the most effective build, and I'm not expecting it to perform amazingly, but yeah, I just wanted to put something together to use all these, well, the Karasawa and the Moonlight Blade really, but we'll see how it does. I don't think it'll be great against the ending boss of this mission, but you never know, it might work really, really well. But yeah, it'll be fun to take on this mission with a really rushed, put together build, because it is quite a tough mission. And yeah, we'll have to check out this charge attack on the Karasawa when we get to it.
Your voices are so close now. This is my home.
Do you think that helmet or the head part looks really, really cool?
Main system activating combat mode. Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
I was wondering if the visor would pop down when you activate automatic targeting, but it doesn't seem like that's the way it works. If you look over there, there is a hidden part in a chest, and yeah, we've already got it.
Looks like the drones are keeping them busy.
The independent mercenary. V2 Snail, come in. The Raven is landed. Requesting backup.
I was just getting
Really don't want to miss this shot.
I move wide. Prepare to die.
And of course he dodges it.
Raven was a sinking ship. Dark as the stars on the rise. And me, I'll be well rewarded when I bring them your head on a silver platter. Yes, I smell opportunity. 2 repair kits remaining.
Karasawa did do pretty good at melting him there at the end. Fires very fast as well, which is cool. Might see if I can land the charge attack on this guy as well. So he took us out in the process, but we did land the charge attack there when he was stunned. And yeah, you can see it did a lot of damage. But I think the primary fire is actually kind of powerful for the Karasawa, just because of how fast it shoots. And obviously you have that lingering damage cloud with it being a plasma weapon. Yeah, let's redo this section and take it a little bit more seriously this time.
Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup. We have insufficient force to ensure success.
looks like the middle range charge attack as well. Does pretty good damage. So it looks like you don't need to wait until you're fully charged to get the most out of Karasawa.
V2 Snail, come in. Friendly AC down. Requesting backup. This is too risky. Commander, V2 Snail. Please, Snail, come in.
Absolutely melted his health bar there. So yeah, Karasawa is definitely living up to its name.
That wasn't pretty.
The Archivist AC squad has been eliminated.
That should
Did do a
buy
lot of
some
damage
time.
to us though.
Move out.
Going completely the wrong way there. Such a cool area. Never get tired of seeing it.
The vascular plant. It's still here.
He must mean that gigantic structure in the distance. Enemy detected. An autonomous grinder wheel.
Karasawa not doing the best
Energy for half a century.
against those guys. It's quite cool to see the way it glows when it's overheating like that.
So desires coral.
But yeah, if you come to the end of this bridge and look down, you might notice a little chest down there, and that's actually where the Moonlight Blade is hiding. And you do need to be careful though, because you do get ambushed by these 3 bone wheels. There's also a couple of other bone wheels in that general direction that both have all the bone wheel type enemies. I'll call them bone wheels because the way they roll around. But yeah, they all have combat logs on them for us as well. But it can be quite tough taking them on all on at one go. So it's quite, you know, you've got to sort of prepare yourself when you go down there. Over in that direction, in between these 2 broken skyscrapers, there's a log on a AC wreck. But when you pick up the log, there's 2, I think they're tetrapod MTs that ambush you. But you can destroy, oh no, they're not tetrapod MTs, they're just heavy PCA type MTs, I think. They're still pretty tough though. But yeah, you can, if you scan the area with your head, you can attack them one by one before they both ambush you together. If you do that before you pick up the log off the AC wreck, it makes things much more easy. We did that when we did this mission as well. So yeah, look back for reference.
Readings are off the chart. You're close.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
Use a lot of Karasawa ammo. Downside of it firing quite fast, I guess.
AP response is getting stronger. Nearly there, 621.
I keep overheating it as well. I don't use a lot of energy weapons though. But yeah, I think the MTs down in between skyscrapers are guys that are like this one. So they're not, you know, super tough, but they're got the potential to do a lot more damage to you than a regular MT. Definitely going to resupply before hitting this next section. And yeah, like I said, I don't think our current setup is going to be ideal to face this boss, but we'll give it a go and sort of see what happens. You never know, we might get lucky.
This lake. It's all.
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
Another awesome sort of intro cutscene for a boss as well.
Rising.
FromSoftware definitely know what they're doing.
It's building up fast. faster than I'd expected.
Raven, I knew Walter was...
Wait, something's coming.
Unidentified machine overhead. A response. It's a sea weapon.
The Ibis series, still functional.
It's just an absolutely ridiculous enemy, this
Get ready,
thing.
621. One more job for you.
This is another sea weapon we've captured so far. It's powered. I think it's controlled by Code 2.
Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. Now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you.
It's taking damage, Raven. You won't get many chances to make it right. But I know you can find a way.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Focus, 621. You have to focus.
Been a long time since I fought this thing.
AP at 30%.
I didn't think we would do too well.
621. God damn it. Not like this.
I'll give it another go with this build, just to see how we do. And then probably switch over to another build that's much better suited to this fight.
Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. And now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you. Keep it up, 621. You can't take much more of this.
Enemy coral response. Silent.
Wait. It's coming back.
It's reactivating.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
Drawing power from its environment. It won't stop until we destroy its generator.
Two repair kits remaining.
Significant damage. Feel the powerful anti-resonance. Protect the core.
AP at 50%.
actually seems like the Karasawa is pretty good. That did take me a few attempts. I did give it a couple more attempts than just the one more I said.
Is it over? 621.
Trying to get a good clean kill for you guys. But yeah, it actually turns out
Coral resonance.
that build worked really, really well. And yeah, it probably took me about 5 attempts in total, which is much better than the first time. But yeah, absolute pinnacle boss design, I think.
No, 621, move.
Raven, you're losing control.
Damn it, they were one step ahead. Target neutralized. Yes, yes. I left the subject alive as instructed. Only a fool would try to outfox Arquebus. I'll see that the unruly dog is punished and brought to heel. Oh, and of course, let's not forget the Hound's master either.
So yeah, really cool mission. Happy to replay that one because I haven't actually replayed it in my spare time. Yeah, awesome boss battle. Boss music's pretty good as well for that boss. But you can see, very importantly for the story, we've been portrayed by Arquebus and taken out by V2 Snail. And you heard he said about Hand of Water as well. So that definitely explains what happened to him last playthrough when we got our first ending, and explain the state he was in when we saw him next. So that'll be interesting to find out how that differs this playthrough, and if we bump into him again in story this time. But yeah, like I said, absolute pinnacle boss design, I think. Just totally ridiculous, but really, really awesome. And yeah, that was a really fun build actually, to take on Ibis, because it's a boss that's very much focused on timing your attacks, because they're only still for a brief moment. But the Moonlight Blade actually did a ridiculous amount of damage and stagger damage in that fight against them. So I'd actually probably recommend it for that fight. And then, as you saw, the Karasawa did pretty good damage. I found the middle level charge attack to be the most consistent, hitting them. The full charge attack was a little bit lackluster in damage, especially while they were staggered. I expected it to do a little bit more damage, but the rapid fire did do really, really good at building up Ibis's stagger meter. But something to note is that if you're beneath it and shooting up at it, when you're locked on, quite a few of the shots seem to go between the legs of Ibis and missed it completely. So you do have to be careful for that. But like I said, it's a fight that's very much focused on timing your attacks when they're still. You can see repair costs are very high for that mission, but we did take a lot of damage throughout the entirety of that mission, really. Just messing around with our new sort of fun build. I'll try and make a build with the Karasawa and Moonlight Blade a bit more properly at some point. And yeah, ammunition costs are very, very high, but you know, we did use a lot of ammo, especially with the Karasawa being as fast firing as it is. But yeah, really, like I said, really glad to replay that mission and get it done. And we did a lot better than the first time we played it, that's for sure. Because I'm pretty sure it took me about an hour to take down Ibis the first time. I was just hitting my head against the wall. But anyway, moving on. We'll see what happens now to the story.
Arquebus seized control of the Coral, and its occupying forces swiftly commandeered the entirety of Institute City. There, they discovered a wealth of forgotten relics. Among them, experimental weapons that the Institute kept secret, fearing they were beyond human control. A group of sea weapons bearing the name of the Central Coral Control System.
Looks like Hand of Water's mech parts there.
Arquebus also claimed a towering coral siphon, abandoned since the fires, the vascular plant. Now, they toiled to repair the plant and extend its reach beyond Rubicon's atmosphere. The Liberation Front no longer had the power to stop them. And the fires of war continued to smolder as the end drew near.
So you can definitely tell Arquebus has come out on top.
Raven? I found a message addressed to you. Decoding and playing back.
621. A friend of mine sent a request. Now, this one comes from me. You know what hidden dangers lurk within the coral. The fires of Ibis should have wiped the coral out, but it survived, gathered, and it's been steadily multiplying ever since. Now the coral convergence is growing at an exponential rate. Eventually, it'll spill out from Rubicon and contaminate space itself. The coral must be burned, 621. Even if that means reigniting the fire that scorched the stars. This isn't an order. It's a legacy. My fallen friends entrusted this duty to me, and now it's my turn to hand it on. 621. Feed the fire. Let the last cinders burn. I have one last job for you. Find your freedom.
Raven. Now I finally understand what Walter was thinking. This AC. He must have foreseen this outcome and prepared for it. It's time for us to escape.
So yeah, that's where you finally find out Hannah Walter's actual motivations and what he actually plans to do and why he's on Rubicon. Wanting to burn the coral to stop it contaminating space and potentially do some bad, but we don't know for sure. And we didn't know for sure after last playthrough where we didn't do what he wanted and we did something else instead. And I was very much a important figure in our decisions last playthrough. So yeah, I recommend, if you haven't, I'm trying to spoil as little as possible really, but if you haven't seen it, I recommend going back and watching it, because I'd probably say it's the quote-unquote good ending of Armored Core 6, but like I said, we weren't certain about anything. So this playthrough, we're going to be following through with Hannah Walter's plan and Syndicala's plan, because you find out she's involved with it as well, and burning the coral this time. So we got that to look forward to this playthrough and seeing if it's actually the better option. But yeah, it does sort of remind me of Dark Souls, you know, in terms of cycles, that if they burned it and it's come back, it'll probably just be a never-ending cycle of sort of keeping it under control. But yeah, similar to last time, after that mission and at the start of Chapter 5, instead of throwing us back to the garage, it starts us off straight away in another mission where we have to break out of jail, essentially, which is quite cool. But I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and I'll leave that for next episode. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on breaking out of jail again, because it is quite fun, and we're in a really rubbish AC, so it definitely makes things a bit challenging for us. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode and have enjoyed seeing the Karasawa along with the Moonlight Blade where it belongs. Yeah, and taking on another, well, a really, really cool boss again. Yeah, I think FromSoftware absolutely just did an amazing job with all the bosses of the game overall. And we've still got more waiting for us as well when we go towards the other endings. So we've got that to look forward to. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. And yeah, like I said, like and subscribe for more. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.